Now, when it comes to driving, are you a boy racer or do you need someone in front of you with a red flag?
You don't need to say anything on Cast to Gaze at me like that. Now, it may not bother those who drive gas-guzzling, oversized Tonka toys, but those of us watching the pennies, you be quiet, should take heed of this next report.
Yes, in the week that World Environment Day has been marked, we put Nicola Sands in the driving seat to see if she could be more economical behind the wheel.
Did you know that the average car produces 2.5 tonnes of carbon emissions every year? Now, most of us need a car to get out and about, but I'm here to meet a man who says you can reduce carbon emissions just by the way you drive. Hello Gary, good to meet you.
Hi Nicola.
Now, you have saved an awful lot of money for big companies, haven't you, on fuel costs?
Yes.
How much have you saved them?
Between 12 and 25%.
Goodness me, so much?
Oh yeah.
So they must like you a lot. Do you think you'll be able to make me a better driver?
I'm going to give it a shot.
It's a challenge.
Okay.
Let's have a go. First of all, Gary assesses my driving to see if I'm making any mistakes. Okay Gary, we've been driving around for half an hour. What are the main things I could improve on?
You want to be planning more proactive rather than reactive. You want to try and change the way you think, but change your behaviour as well.
You've been trying to do that for years, though, Gary. So, on with the lesson. And the concept is simple enough. Less stopping and starting reduces the amount of fuel you use. Think ahead and slow down gently while keeping the car in gear.
Right, leave the gear. Now take the gear to go.
It feels really different. Changing up a gear a little earlier will reduce the workload on your engine too.
Feel how smooth that was?
Oh yeah, it's much smoother.
You feel?
After an hour's lesson, Gary refuels and monitors my driving again to see if the tips have had any impact. Well Gary, we've finished the final test. How did I do?
Well, on the first run, Nicola, we used 2.61 litres of fuel.
Did we? And
made 72 gear changes. On the second run, we used 0.94 of a litre of fuel,
right,
and only made 35 gear changes.
Big difference.
That's huge difference, a huge improvement.
So just by making those small changes, I've saved more than half of my fuel bill.
Absolutely.
Goodness me. Here's a few more tips on greener driving. Check your tyres regularly. Underinflated tyres create more resistance, so your car will use more fuel and produce more CO2. Empty your boot. The extra weight means more work for your engine. Watch your speed. At 70 miles per hour, you could be using up to 9% more fuel than driving at 60. Don't over-rev. Over-revving only wastes fuel and increases your engine wear, so go easy on that accelerator. And switch off. If you're likely to be at a standstill for a while, for example at a level crossing, then switch off the engine. So there you have it. Just by making a few little changes, you can really cut costs on that fuel bill. But of course, the best way to really help the environment is to leave the car at home and to walk instead.